Yes, my people, these are all of my astrology books, my astrology collection. I mainly have astrology and psychology books on my bookshelf, but we are talking about astrology today. So please feel free to share with me any books that you can recommend to others in the comment section, or any books that you recognize in my collection. Hi people, welcome back to my YouTube. I thought I would make a video talking a little bit about why I love these books. So this is my astrology book collection. I do have my psychology books at the bottom or down there, but today we are talking about astrology books and why I recommend all of these books. So if you guys can zoom in and have a look, you might be interested in some of them. I absolutely love these books. So I want to start off with this one here. This is called The Secret Self, or Your Secret Self. This is a fantastic book and it's based on the 12th house in astrology. It breaks down everything about the 12th house, especially in reference to the signs there, the planets there, how they connect to our past lives as well, and how we are supposed to respond to them in this life or get the best out of it. But it just helps us to make sense of it. Absolutely fantastic read, great book, 100% recommend it. This is the first astrology book that I ever purchased. As you can see, it is old, it's brown, it's dirty, and this one is called Aspects in Astrology. This is when I was learning more about what the aspects mean. This is quite dated, but this is by Sue Tompkins. Absolutely love her way of writing in a book. It's very direct, straight to the point, and it's got all of the aspects in here, just talking about the aspects, detailing them. You got Mercury, Mars placements there, what it means, etc. But this was the first book that I had ever purchased. Absolutely love it, still recommend it to this day. Vocational Astrology. This is all about finding what your purpose is in terms of like what you want to do for work. This is also a really great read. This is by Faye Blake, and really clear, like especially if you're someone who's got ADHD or something and you can't just read page for page. This is a great reference book, 100% recommend it. But if you're looking for if you're trying to find out what you want to do for your career purpose, this is a great book. But I still do recommend getting readings done if you want to have your chart interpreted completely as a whole. Oh my gosh, how can I leave this one out, my people? This is the Encyclopedia of Medical Astrology. Look at how thick it is. It's massive. But this is literally the go-to book if you are interested in astrology, medical astrology. It literally tells you everything, every health issue, like and it's really small writing. Not sure if you can see. Oh God, can't really see from there, but it's really small writing. They've got literally every health issue in here. Small head, Jupiter or Sag in Capricorn, or in Capricorn in aspect, the ascendant. Like, this is a very old school book, so even the terminology, you might get quite offended by their language choice. If you are a Gen Z, this might not be the book for you if you are easily offended. But yeah, this is a good book as well. If you are curious about the nodes, fantastic read, my people. Really good reference book. This is all about, the nodes based on, the Scorpio North Node, South Node. You've got aspects to the moon, aspects to the nodes, aspects to Mercury, to the node, to Jupiter, to the planets. They've also got case studies as well in here, so you can also visually do some learning through the book as well. I have used this book 100 times to understand exactly what the nodes mean, but this is a fantastic book. As you can see, it's been used. I'm sure you guys are probably wondering, what the hell is this book? This is the book that everyone sees straight away on my bookshelf, because this is what it's called, Sextrology. And it's an astrology book, but it's pretty much about the signs, like your star signs, like my star sign is. However, what I will say is you can still interpret the sign based on your Mars, your Venus, or your moon to get more of an in-depth understanding. But it's also got gay, lesbian reads in here as well, so it's very inclusive. They talk about, look, Cancer man, Leo man, Gemini man, Aries woman, sign, mind, planetary symbol. They break down everything in this book. It's a very, very thick book. I've only used this in reference for a few things really, but I would still recommend getting this book because it's great to have in your collection. Oh my gosh, this is a book that I purchased many years ago when I was on my fertility journey. This is called Fertility, Astrology, and this is by Nicola Smuts. And she is a medieval, I think, astrologer. She describes herself as. She's old school traditional astrologer. And I've also booked a reading with her in the past where she completely broke down my birth chart to find out when I would be conceiving. I also actually do readings on my website where I talk about best time for conception, conceiving, things like that. I currently have a 50% off deal. So check it out, honeysastro.com. But yes, this is a really good book. As you can see, like I've got my own paperwork in here as well. But, you know, she breaks down how to calculate your own chart. She provides case studies in there as well. But yeah, this is a really good understanding of how to find conception within your chart. That's a little picture of her on the back. Lovely lady. So I bought this book many years ago. This is called The Gods of Change, and this is all about Uranus, Pluto and Neptune transits, and it just brings up issues with crisis and trauma and identity, you know, reflection. And it goes through the transits, through the houses, through your planets, and it just talks about what you're likely to experience. And there's also some examples in here, not any pictures or anything, but they do break down different clients that they've looked at, and they provide the birth charts so you guys can check out yourself as well. But this is also a very good book as well. I've definitely looked at this for myself in regards to Uranus transits, you know, all over my sun. But yeah, this is a good book that I recommend that you guys pick up and read as well. Oh my gosh, how could I forget to get this one out? This is The Only Way to Learn About Tomorrow, Volume 4, Current Patterns. This book has been read and read and read or referenced. And this is one of my favorite books when I was on my journey of learning a lot about progressions and sort of return charts and how to incorporate everything together to make sense of your own, you know, journey. And this was a fantastic book. Really happy that I got this book. And there's loads of case studies in here, celebrity case studies as well, and visual, which is easier for you guys to read. You've got Libra Sun Ascendant in the sort of return chart, Sag Sun or Ascendant. It just breaks everything down, very detailed, really easy to read. And I really like that it's on pure white paper, but I like the aesthetics of this. Don't ask me why, it just looks good. But this is a really good book if you were interested in learning more about it. This is one as well. This is called The Yod Book. I haven't looked at this too much, but I have referenced a few things in here, and what we're looking at in here is basically about yods and how to interpret the yods. Again, lots of case studies as well, how they look in the chart, you can see. And this is by Karen Handmaker Zondag, I think that's how you pronounce her name. But yeah, this is a really good book in reference to yods. The Only Way to Learn About Relationships. This is another really good book as well. This is about synastries, and I think there might be composite stuff, and yep, there's composites in here as well. Talks about the composite chart, gives examples in here as well. 3rd house, 6th house, so understanding more about the houses in your composite chart. Synastry, filling another person's empty houses, which you guys are always asking me about. So this is my book collection. There's so much books to go into. I've got loads of them, but you guys are always asking, honey, like what books do you recommend that I look into, that I read? All of them. Buy them all, okay? Because they all have something that we can learn from at the end of the day. But this is my personal collection, and I love all of my books, all of the authors. I have read majority of them. Love it. So people, that's my video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.